A warm welcome to... Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, to our supporters. I don't expect you to be so quiet, Makosi. I want to hear some songs. Welcoming of our players. This is the beginning. So welcome to the first press conference in preparation for the 2012-2013 season. It's such an honor and a privilege to be hosting this event at such a beautiful venue, Thaba ya Botswana, a venue that hosted Mexico and for the World Cup. And as many of you know, Thaba means mountain. And mountains have great significance for many cultures. In particular, if you guys know the history of the Basotho under the leadership of King Moshweshwe, who created a nation that had a single language, a unified army of people under his authority, and a strong central government. Thaba Bosiu was of great significance. It was a natural fortress, a large flat mountaintop with plenty access to water and pastures, and which proved to be very difficult for attackers to reach, and that was where he won many battles. And I think maybe an interesting note is that many of his strong warriors came from the Motaung clan. An interesting point to note. This is at the mountaintop where they gathered their strength, where they had a bird's eye view and really had a holistic way of looking at things. But when I also think of the mountain, I'm reminded of the American nation, more specifically of Martin Luther King and his great speech, "I have seen the mountaintop," a speech he gave on the eve of his assassination. And I quote what he said, "I have been to the mountain and I do not mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he has allowed me to go up to the mountaintop, and I have looked over, and I have seen the promised land. I may not go there with you, but I want you to know that we as a people will get to the promised land. And I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I fear no man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord." I close quotes. Our vision here at Kaizer Chiefs is very clear for the 2012-2013 season. At Chiefs for this season, we have regrouped and taken a holistic approach. We have worked at re-engineering the team, and we want to bring back our winning culture. And we want to create and continue creating a future of glory. We know that this is a process, and we're not looking at it short term. And as many of you know, we have appointed a new coach, Stuart Baxter, someone we believe will help us to build for the future, a man who will help us and leave a legacy through our development, and importantly, the development of coaches as well. We have assembled a strong technical team, which includes Doctor, who will be assistant coach, Ace, who will also be assisting, but also will work very closely in the academy and be a link between the academy and the senior team. Arthur Zwanek, who we know will be working in the academy, and I must congratulate Arthur. He started his work very early. He's working very well with Nike on a campaign known as The Chance, where our sponsor Nike is unearthing young talent. You are aware of some of the players who've gone to international teams and gone to a year-long program. So we're happy with that work. We have our goalkeeper coach, Raina, who will hold the fort and continue ensuring that the goalkeeping department is strong. And we have our fitness and physio teams who will make sure the team is at its best. I know the coach will address some of these issues in detail. Many changes have taken place with the squad. We have said farewell to a number of players, and I think the media has been reporting on a number of those players who are no longer with us. Notably, we're particularly sad to say goodbye to Tinashe Nongamashi, who has served the team well over the years. We look forward to continuing our relationship with him into the future, and we know that he is in good hands at Wits University. All the best to him and all the players who are no longer with us this season. We have strengthened the squad moving forward, and we will be finalizing our full complement of players as we move along. Today we'll be making some key announcements, welcoming the players who have been signed into the family and introducing them to you, members of the media, as well as our supporters. A message to the players who are joining us and to the entire team as we aim for a season of glory. What I'm about to tell you is not about me. It is not about Kaizer Chiefs. What I'm about to tell you is about you. It is about glory and how bad you want it. To reach heights of glory, you have to give more than your best. Sometimes, even that is not good enough. Glory has no ceiling and no final whistle. It is not about ego or how much you make. Glory comes from service. It is about giving everything till you have nothing left. That is the moment of glory. It is about getting up every time and turning disappointment into determination, turning shortcomings into stepping stones. Glory only comes to those who want it, those who need it, those who need it the same way that they need to breathe. That is how badly you've got to earn and want glory. You've got to go beyond your talent and your ability. To be glorious requires a lot more. And that more has no limits. Right now, when you're on the pitch, or any time, you may be in pain, you may be bleeding. Make it count. The truth is, you won't achieve glory until you win within. Never forget where you came from. You didn't come here for fame. You didn't come here for money. You came to achieve the highest levels of glory for your families, for the Amakosi, for you. Don't tell me what you're going to do this season. Glory begins now. It's beyond the 90 minutes. The Kaizer Chiefs, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Many greats have come before us. And they say, to whom much is given, much is required. We have a great responsibility this season, but we look forward to achieving great heights, united, together with our supporters. To our supporters, we look forward to you filling the stadiums, really filling the stadiums. That's what Amakosi is known for. Supporting and protecting your team and inspiring them with your songs and your praise. In closing, to all of us, I'd like to say, in the words of Martin Luther King, let us rise up with a greater readiness. Let us stand up with greater determination. Let us move on these powerful days, these days of challenges, to make Kaizer Chiefs what it ought to be. We have an opportunity to make Kaizer Chiefs an even greater team. We look forward to a great season of glory. Thank you.